What if I told you the biggest thing stopping you is not failure, but your fear to even start? Rohan was just like everyone else, or at least that's what people thought. Every morning, he woke up, checked his phone, scrolled through social media, and saw people his age living what looked like perfect lives. Some were traveling, some had successful businesses, and others seemed endlessly happy. Meanwhile, he felt stuck. He had dreams, big ones, but every time he thought about chasing them, a voice inside whispered, "What if you fail?" So he stayed where he was, comfortable but unhappy. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Nothing changed. The same routine, the same thoughts, the same quiet frustration growing inside him. One evening, while sitting alone on his bed, he looked at his reflection in the mirror. For the first time, he didn't just glance, he stared. "Is this really who I want to be?" he asked himself. The question hit harder than he expected. That night, he couldn't sleep. His mind kept replaying moments, times when he almost started something new but backed out, times when he doubted himself, times when fear won. The next morning, something felt different. He didn't suddenly become confident. He didn't wake up with all the answers, but he made one small decision: to try. Not to succeed, not to be perfect, just to try. He picked one thing he had always wanted to do, learning a new skill, and spent just 30 minutes on it. It didn't feel magical. It felt awkward, slow, even frustrating. But it was a start. Days passed, and those 30 minutes became a habit. Some days were good, some days were terrible. There were moments he wanted to quit, moments he felt like he was wasting his time, but he kept going. Slowly, something changed, not outside, but inside. That voice of doubt didn't disappear, but it became quieter. And another voice, small but steady, started to grow. "Maybe you can do this." Months later, Rohan looked back, not at a perfect journey, but at progress. He wasn't where he dreamed of being yet, but he was no longer stuck. And that made all the difference. One day, someone asked him, "What changed your life?" He smiled and said, "Nothing big. I just stopped waiting to feel ready." Because the truth is, no one ever feels fully ready. We all have fears. We all doubt ourselves. We all compare our lives to others. But the difference between staying stuck and moving forward is simple. Taking that first small step, even when it feels uncomfortable. Rohan realized something most people spend years figuring out. You don't need perfect conditions to start. You just need the courage to begin. And sometimes that's enough to change everything.